Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for taking the time out to recognize the day the Lord blessed this world with me and you guys celebrated with me. Thank y'all so much. Happy birthday, fellow Aquarian. Hey, welcome to the Elders Corner. It's me, Nessa the Holistic. How y'all doing? What is going on, fam? Oh, geez, what's good? Young boy, you tuning in? What a Jit say? Hey, man, it's good seeing y'all. It's good. Hey, listen, I want to tell y'all something. You know, quick disclaimer. Hey, we had made a designated time when we started this podcast. Can y'all hear me? Let me turn on. Test. Okay. So, when we started this podcast, y'all remember we had put a Pacific time. We said every Wednesday, you know, it can pop up anytime on any Wednesday. We try to have, you know, the production done. We try to have the episode set up, you know, then we send it to the editor and she puts it, you know, with the intros. Anybody knows video or blogging, video blocking, or, you know, when you're doing pre-recorded episodes, you know, it's a lot of work to it. And so, and then with me in my personal life, is so much is given, much is required. Always remember that. The more God bless you with, no, it's going to come with a lot of responsibilities, a lot of dedication and commitment. And so in this second phase of my life, my next level, I told y'all I'm on my next level, and it is wartime. Like everything that's possible, that could, it is. So, you know, we had said that, I'm going to get into that, y'all. You can tell that we're going to talk tonight because it's ready to come out and I have to slow myself down so we can all be on the same page. So let's continue with the intro. You know that we had decided that we were going to have, you know, Wednesdays. Well, with life showing up and me, you know, in my second phase, you know, establishment and pulling it together and reestablishing, you know, Wednesday is not enough time for me to get the video done, get it sent, and produce, right? So y'all bear with me until we get to April. Once a week, we'll see each other. We're just not going to put it on a set date because we never know what can happen. We're not going to say Wednesday is going to be the day that Elder Corner, you know, throw out an episode. We're just going to say that once a week. Today is Thursday. You understand? So from now until Sunday, next Sunday, we have that time frame. Now, you know I'm not going to be back on here on Friday. So, you know, the weekend is mine and worship time. So, it'll be anything out between Monday and the next Sunday. You understand? So just bear with me. And I thank you for showing up and I thank you for the support. Listen, I see there's more comments and more likes and more conversation. Now I need your help, OGs. I need your help, big homies. I need you to start putting things in there that we need to talk about on a spiritual level and a human level. You know, what God say about it and how we see it, right? Even though we know as believers, even though we know as worshipers and leaders, we know that there ain't no emotions in God's word. There is no emotions in what we think when it compare to what it is required. We know that. But for conversation's sake and processing, you know, we're going to talk about the human response and action and how the word works, right? So put your comments in. Let's help me with some topics. Let's not always make it about what church I've been to or what situations arriving. Let us make our own dialect and our own conversation, right? Please, I need your help, big homies. All right, OGs? And I know you young people have a lot to say. You know, the Gen Zs, y'all different. Y'all way different, okay? And I know y'all got a lot to say. So let's say, listen, y'all know I'm in the process of revamping everything, and everything is coming together. It's just, you got to put the work in. You got to be ready to battle for what you want. So nothing is for free right now. Nothing is going to be given. You got to put work in. You're going to have to check yourself. One of my leaders, I love her so much. She's a sister, one. But, I call her my leader too, because she's always on her spiritual stuff. No matter what the situation is, she's always spiritual. She's always what God say, what the word say. She just not only teaches it and preaches it, she kind of lives it. And she has her way. She said I never seen it. And I thank God. I thank God that whatever she does, if she do, I'm just talking, we human, we all do. We all know we all do. But I just thank God that she is so mature, and she's so etiquette that you can't see it. Whatever it is, whatever the thorn, whatever it, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying I never seen it, and I thank God that God always allowed me to see her purity in her. Even in our conversation, she talks. I don't think I ever heard her curse. I don't. She's generous. She's very. She's down to earth. She's educated. And so we were talking, and she's been teaching about us working on ourselves, at Sabbath services. She talks about getting yourself to God. This is a time that God is calling us to mature and grow up. She's been teaching this, way before this time. And now it kind of comes together. And the buttons. And so, y'all know that, even in this time of war, we got to still be in control. We can't lose that. Fruits of the Spirit, self-control. So even in this time, we still got to produce the fruits, right? And some of us have been in the fruit of long suffering for a minute. You're going through it, but other people can't see it. That's how you know you got favor. That's evidence you got favor. That whatever you're going through, that people cannot see it. You're a warrior. You're God's chosen. And this is not I ain't on no church stuff today. I'm just being honest and real. I've been in prayer. I've been working on myself. This job is challenging. And what is required from it, what I need from it, is not short term. I don't need the couple of dollars now. I want the 403. I want to be in a place of structure that it really looks good when I make a transition for me. You understand? And it's a state job, and so when you're in housing and real estate, and they find out your occupation is dealing with the state's very own disabled, it make you look like a human being. People want to work with you and won't try to, versus me being a state lawyer or, a McDonald's worker, because they make more money than some of us at my job. McDonald's give you $22 to flip a burger. A life job give you $16.50, $17. And you got to be a lifeline. You got to be a protector. You got to be conscious in this position. On alert the whole time you're at work. Have you ever worked where you have to be on your toes? And the ones that you socialize with is the ones that you got to watch. It's not the individuals. Understand? I don't even know how we ended up on that, OGs. I don't understand. I just need y'all to understand that we're not going to be stationed on one day The one particular day, Wednesday, we're not doing that until we get into spring. Okay? We are going to just show up every week. Just show up every week. Okay? Y'all know we in a season of celebration. We in a season of Aquarius. It is Aquarius season. The water bearer, the very emotional, the strong, the revolutionary, the visionary. Aquarius has changed the world. All right? Y'all know that. Come on now. Come on. You know, we're quirky. You know, we different. You know? We don't fit in a box. Anything in a box, we rebel. And so even as I was talking in this video, till we got to this point, I was talking about the struggle and the work, you know, and the mental tenacity you have to be in the position that I'm in, right? And so not only, you know, I had to process medical terminology. Yeah, listen, after COVID hit and the state took my 1099, you know, and everybody knows, I'm at 1199. I don't know why I keep saying 1099. My 1199 contract, you know, with no severance pay, while everybody else was getting essential worker pay and unemployment, though, I should have hustled too. That's how I felt. Oh, God, I should have said that. I did. But they were hustling. They were getting PPP loans. We thought that was for people who really need. That was for everybody, anybody. People that get welfare right now and was getting welfare the whole time was getting unemployment and ended up with PPP. And then when it went away, look what it did though. When it went away, that money that they were getting, they went chasing it and went and got a job. Some of them waiting on the government to run them their food stamps and their $91 or whatever they get. I don't know. I'm just talking because I'm in, you know. I'm just telling you that, you know, once that happened, okay, my clinics got closed down. Because remember, New York shut all the way down. New York shut all the way down. I was working in the nursing homes, doing the phlebotomy and doing the testing. And so let me tell y'all, during that time, I'm walking hand in hand with the provider. And let me tell you, the providers did protect me. Because I got videos where I had to have that full hazmat on. From the sock to the shoe. Then we had to cover our shoe. Then we had to wear, not only we had a face mask, an N95 face mask. We had to wear the shields. We had to have our hair covered. Right? The doctors that was hand in hand with me as we was testing the clients in the nursing home, he had COVID the whole time. I find that out after everything closed down. The medical staff that worked at one of the nursing homes, and this nursing home was more like a mental health nursing home for homeless on Far Rockaway, and they get them off the streets, and they try to get them, fix them up, and some of them, are mandated there, and so when they're mandated there, they start giving them activities, and they start trying to get them to, reverse from the lifestyle that they had, I'm coming in there every day, and thank God, like, I couldn't go in the facilities without this stuff on me, right? And so, at that time you have to get the zap, you have your temperature changed, you have to sterilize for you, and they make you, before you can get in the building, you had to have your hazmat stuff on. And so, during that time, this was right before they had the vaccine, I had that. They were always sick, and I never got sick. Me and my spouse were the first people in the state of New York that did the vaccine, because I was in the field during that time. Then once because they had the city closed down, and once they opened the city, the jobs were no more. So it was no more job. And so then after that, I just went into geriatrics care, home care. And so that is way easy because just taking an individual to the doctor, making sure they have their meds, checking on them, sit with them for hours, watch TV. So I go and watch TV, cook Sunday, watch TV. Listen, what that pay is way more than what the DSPs get that work for the state and the city. That, you get more funds in that than you do working for the state as a DSP. And I'm talking about in the state of New York. And I have proof of it. What I'm saying is factual. Okay? And it's nothing. It's no documentation. It's, you go to the appointments, you go to the assessments. That ain't out there. You book the appointments in the time that you're there so that you can make sure that they go. And so instead of us getting on the bus and train, girl, come on, get in my car, let's go. We didn't have to wait for the Medicaid van rides and assessor. Let's go. Jump right in my car and go, come back. Or go out to eat or something. And so that was way easier than the responsibility, that I'm in. But like I was telling you, because we're in the Aquarius season, a couple of things were said about this season time, y'all. Some prophets say this is the season of death. Death of things that we attach ourselves to that hinders you from being attached to God. I heard a prophet say. Death are things that we come so accustomed to. So all things are becoming different, new, something we've never experienced. Never in my life have I experienced that the government sanctioned to remove people from this country based on where they came from. The more tropical southern regions of the world, the dark skins. I've never seen this. I've never seen people who are good people in their heart. Like, they really are good people. Like, I know some amazing Republicans. They die hearts. They've always been. They are amazing. Amazing. I could call them right now. I can be in need. And they'll be right here with me. And the only reason they voted for Donald Trump is because he's a Republican. It's out of straight loyalty to who they are. Not because of some of the Republicans, and I'm not making no excuses for them. I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth. Like, some Republicans voted for Donald Trump because I'm a Republican, he's a Republican, and everybody else, they don't believe everything that. And the way he act, they don't act. They don't. I know some, whites that don't really tolerate blacks or any other communities. But for some golden reason, they love me and my spouse. He play rock music, so he goes and play their music, and party with them. But then they used to call me Trouble. In Texas, I'm known as Trouble. So I have nicknames everywhere. And so in Texas, Fort Worth, Dallas, Houston, Grand Prairie. If you know about Grand Prairie, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because on the back of Grand Prairie, we have Sundown Town, where me and my spouse can go. Well, it was me, my spouse, and my sister-in-law. We went over there and went to one of their establishments and had a great time. And they escorted us with the police to the highway. I'm just telling you, I know some great ones. And so out of their loyalty and respect for what they stand for, they voted. And then for the ones that voted for Trump out of spite, How many transgenders you know? Because that was a big thing for him. He said on, the power of the pen, and as of today, it's only two genders. It's always been that way. I don't know is there any other ones? I'm just saying, I'm asking questions because I'm trying to understand it. And I don't know. Maybe y'all know I'm not the smartest cookie in the cookie jar. I ask questions too, and I hope if you have the answers, you let me know. But, you're talking, how many, they say they go to the jail and come out, they go in as a man and come out as a woman, where, because it'll be a lot of them. It's, them jails and prisons will be full of people in jails and prisons if that's what's going on. Y'all know that ain't going on. You think the people doing that, you're in jail for crimes that you've broken, and they're gonna reassign your surgery? And some people believe this stuff. I agree with them. Transgender, anybody should not play against. If you are a transgender, female to male, I think you should play with the women. I'm just sorry. If you're a male to female, you should play with that until, or make their own sports league. And they get to play against the men and the women, and have rules where, you can't be physical with either parties. You know what I'm saying? So physical, so abroad. In some of those sports, like the swimming and stuff like that, and on those things, it'll be marketed, I think that, and that's my opinion, but I'm just saying, I believe that too. I don't believe that transgender people should play sports with that assignment that they're achieving to become, because it's not fair, far structure wise, far as tenacity and strength and stuff. And we're not going to get into that. That's just my belief. Okay. So, we got to get better with the information that we retain and we believe, because it has this president came in and has changed the climate. The climate is changed. It's not the same. People mean and nasty now. They're envious and cutthroat. We've been there, but it's gradually getting where people do it right in your face and they play victim. And we that are called out and chosen and set apart and set aside, we walk by different rules and regulations. We represent eternity. We represent Him, right? Breath, the Ra in you that gave you life, the giver. We represent that, and we do have to walk at a better standard. I'm learning this. My belief system is a little different. I believe in, an eye for an eye and tooth for tooth sometimes. You put your hands on me, I'll put mine on you. I believe that. But when you're called out and you lead it, you got to find a way that no hands be thrown. Some said we just got to really just hold our tongue. And Jesus showed us that. Even when he was accused and they brought him before, he didn't mumble not a word. He let them assume what they had to assume. He let them say what they had to say. And he didn't defute it. Sometimes we just can't even defute it. And we stand there in silence. I'm learning this. This is my lesson. And as I'm learning this lesson, y'all know I got to get tested. And that's the hard part. The season represents that also, rebellion and victories. You know, we rebel, you know, and it costs us. And now we windmilling. We got a windmill, we got to win. We don't know how long we got a windmill, but you got a windmill. You got to keep fighting, you got to keep moving. And you got to acknowledge God and keep him present in the hustle and bustle, in the struggle. I'm talking to you for me. This is a conversation. This is a little bit more spiritual because it's a lot going on at one time. It's like a whole bunch of, you know, things are happening at one time. And it just happened suddenly. You know, it wasn't like, you know, one thing and then I got over that and then something else and I got over that. It's like boom, 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 boom. And it just keep going. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. And all I can say, Lord God, thank you. Because I'm learning how to just, okay, God. Now, that don't mean, okay, God, and don't do what is necessary to make it correct. Don't do that. Faith without work, I mean, you sound like a cymbal. A loud sound. You make a noise. All that for that. So you do got to do your part, and I have to do my part. I got to humble myself a little bit more so that I can achieve what it is so I can stabilize. Because I need to be stable. I'm looking for stability. So I trust you, God, for stability. And so as everything is happening, my thank you is for my stability. My thank you is for my new mindset, my deliverance. And because once I get past this situation, I'll be walking in deliverance. And I want to be able to tangibly say, this is what God did, and this is the lesson I learned so that I can give y'all the game. So y'all don't have to, you're going to have to do your own process though, you know, and it might be a little bit different, but I can just tell you what I did and you can use it and put it in your way. And you and God have the process together. This is where I'm at with it, you know. Not just for the blessings do we acknowledge him during this time either. You know. As God delivered me and I learned the lesson so I don't have to do it again. I want God to give me the strength to maintain. You know, I want to be able to maintain. I don't want it to come a different way and I'm still trapped back up. Right? Because you know it does that too. Oh, yeah, I know. I've been clean from crack cocaine for 30 years. But I also smoke weed, and, you know, it went from that one to that one. It's the same spirit. It's not the drug itself. It's that spirit that needs to be killed. Oh, you know, I used to be this. I used to be, you know, gay. I had a girlfriend that was a lesbian, and now that was 10 years ago. But right now I have a husband and my boyfriend live around. It's still the promiscuousness. You see where I'm going with this? You see? So you want to get to the root so as you learn your lesson, you can kill it. So that's why I say, Lord, help me maintain it. So I'm finding myself, it turned from this to that. You know? It used to be, I'll knock your top off. Then I went from that to, you know, using profanity to back you up and be defensive. Now I got to be quiet and not open my mouth and understand why it is necessary for me to reply to something that doesn't even apply to me or have any effect on my next step. Because opinion is like a rectum hole. Everybody who's living have one. Not just us. The birds have one, the dogs have one, cows have one, snakes have one. And snakes, rectal holes, they even have laid eggs out of the gators, alligators. I'm going to tell you something. Everybody got it. So, That's what an opinion is. Everything have one. So opinions and non-fact doesn't requires me to respond. And then, because you always be on defense mode, a lot of us who are strong-minded and strong-willed to stand up for ourselves, we've either been through a lot, or we live in a community, or urban community that requires you to be 10 toes down. Right? And sometimes we done got away with it for so long that we're comfortable doing it and we don't have no remorse behind it. It's ghetto. I learned that this week about me. So God, let me just sum it up for you. Until next week. I just really wanted to get on here and let y'all know that we're not just gonna be stuck on Wednesdays. We're just gonna pop up during the week. This is a time of rebellion and victories. Everything gonna seem like everything that could is good. It is in this time. And as you're windmilling, high kicking, uppercutting, two-piecing, slamming, stomping, forehead smashing, don't stop. Keep God first. Focus. Focal yourself with God. That's what I've been on. Because everything that could, it is. Everything that could, it is. You understand? And so what I am, I'm trusting Him. And I'm going to win this. I'm going to be okay. I know what I got to do. I'm going to do it. Just on the strip that I need to do it. It's time. When I do that, I promise you it's going to flip. It's going to flip. And when it flip, I'm going to say, you know what? Oh, God, that's why I had to stop doing this. This is why this got to stop. This is why I can't say that. I can't. I have to say that. On the stress, I'm a lady. Ladies don't talk like that. How many real... Y'all know how them classy ladies is. They know how to read you and say some stuff to you that have you thinking. And then you raise their voice. They ain't raised their voice. They done scrunch their face like, like he man, like in front of bump. No, they just let you have it. And walk away with that thing to walk. That's what I inspire to be, a lady. And so, I got to learn when I feel it, it's time to put a piece on it, you know? Listen, y'all, thank you for showing up. Listen, next week, we're going to get into some stuff. I got the stuff to do the vision board, guys, so don't say I didn't do my part. I got the magazines, I got the poster over there, I got some glues, I got scissors. Listen, we got to find us a day so we can do our vision board. It's time for us to put the vision together. It's time to make it visual so we can look at it. We're going to put our affirmations on it. So when we look at it, we're going to say our affirmations to it. First, we're going to bless God every time we see it. We're going to thank Him because that's the goal. Then we're going to read our affirmations. You understand? And we're going to focus. And listen, y'all, we're going to do this together. This is our year to put that work in. We got to be fighting. Okay? Ain't nobody coming on this block unless they ready to stand 10 toes down in the vision or in the direction that you're going. It is not time to be arguing with no hater. It is not time to be on Facebook with the yaya. It is not time to be calling somebody. I got to tell them how I feel. It is not time for that. No. We got a high-level demon in the White House who cares about nobody. Who wife won't even kiss him. What kind of man that's rich got a wife that won't kiss him? That's a sign. If your husband's rich and the president of the United States, ain't you going to be kissing? Mine did that. And I'm his. Y'all see me? I know I would. I'm just talking about let my husband come. President. And got all the million and robbed the United States and get ready to rob the rest of you. Y'all, we need to talk about that too. So next week, y'all have some information about What y'all gonna do with y'all taxes this year? Y'all gonna be paying all them taxes to go in Trump pocket? Oh, we got to talk about it. Listen, y'all, thank you for showing up. We are Holistic Love over here. I thank y'all for coming to the corner and hanging out with who? Nelson the Holistic. Peace.